First centaur sighting, age 10, for Nathan Maddox, my friend. My thoughts were riveted to the hollow in the woods behind Macy's, where one day blonde flanks and a sandy beard flashed for a hoofbeat before leaping into the urban vegetation that ruffled in his wake. I was 10 when I saw him. He was beautiful and confirmed so many things. When I awoke the next morning with a marble head in my lap, cradled by my useless hands, I wasn't even surprised. I got down to it, then and there. I got down to the tune of the business of living. I deposited my guilt in an old hat box that looked like a dusty wedding cake, and disposed of my suffering in a manner befitting both Charlie Chaplin and Poseidon. And then I remember it like it was yesterday. I suspended my disbelief from a noose tied to a rafter in a black barn. The resulting crack was said to sound like a blast of biblical trumpets, like Gabriel's golden trombone. Somewhere, I'm sure, a cock crowed. A dog ran off with a baby. Many grave mistakes were made, and oh so many good ideas. Memories and the laments of the elderly became strange dancing partners. Whenever I hear the phrase, "It's sad when they go so young," that sentiment will now be commingled with a wet-fleshed flash of us humping in the alley's hollowed-out oak tree behind the house in the April rain, the day we couldn't make it all the way home. Search every molecule and you will find no shame. And though that was then, it will make the streets tremble to think of it. I keep along on my way. I stick to the path, but I can see the valley tremble and furious atoms swarm around corners, down chimneys, and the brick boxes of our block turn to beehives and watery rings of the unsteady sun. I keep along my way. I spend the nights in a groaning chair, drawing on yellowed paper beside the tired lamp. A pocket radio on the stair. I draw shapes. I draw with a chewed pencil that used to belong to me. I draw shapes and let the colors come. I forward this story to the burdensome ones, the ones who just ain't no good at dying or sleeping. When I couldn't sleep, I learned to write the kind of poem that could be read by one like me on nights like these when I can't sleep. When thoughts climb in and out of my mind like fares through a cab. If he comes, let him visit for a spell. It is pitch out there, a cold, inky night, but there is lace from a black dress, or foam from a black wave, and there is a lady out there floating on her back in her black dress, and she's letting the stars pool their way behind her eyes and pool deeper, letting them seep through to the corollary constellations floating under her medulla oblongata. Her name is Sheila. She pulls this shit all the time. Emmett loves her dearly and thinks she spends too much time floating out on the open seas. So he started sending these wedding invitations, really obtuse, that read, point of departure, Pier 13, destination, the second sleep of night. Materials, a rusted bathtub and a sidecar in case the bathtub don't work right. Thumbnail mission statement. Friends, let us ride to the bottom of the East River in a green, sulphurous light. Let us ride to hunt once more the second sleep of night, so that Sheila can own her own skull again and be relieved of seeing stars for a while. As he types, Emmett wears a black woolen skull cap and a mag light between his teeth that illuminates some charred blueprints he found in his landlord's basement. Emmett is good people. Sheila is to Emmett as juvenile as to delinquent, as seedy as to intimate. The scars in their eyes being the only hall pass they will ever need. Their dancing shoes just outside the door. High times in store, pal. High times. These type of folks are all good friends. If they were here at Mother's right now, they would say, hey, this is the life they gave us, and this is how we lived it. And a choir of gestures, of people we once loved, is sung all at once, all day long, from the boughs of the rooftop apartments, the laughs, the spectrums of timbres, the inner smirk of soft, harmless guile, the little hands whose little lines rhyme, the thoughts written on the faces. This is the world inside statues. Through the fog, the low horns of ghost ships passing in and out of this life. They say, remember us, we remember you. They're out there, way out west, and they're having one hell of a day. Thank you.